Notice that this man did not have his hands up. Because Brad Holmes got him gassed up. I know I'm off beat. I'm not listening. Well, we out of time. I'd like to thank my guests, the incredible people in the chat. What's up, everybody? Let me turn this down so I can hear. What's up? We got Steve with the super chat. Appreciate you, big dog. I had to go live because it's so much information, man. I made a video, right? And I recorded it with one of my monster voices on. So the entire video is recorded in monster voice. So I was like, the Pistons play in 45 minutes, so we got to get on so we can get off, right? I don't got time for no videos right now. But breaking news, man. Breaking news all in the span of an hour. We got news that Terrion Arnold had been placed on the dreaded injured reserve list. And then 15 minutes after that, we get told that he done for the season. So it happened. But it happened a little later. I just got a tweet from Ari Mirov says that Lions put Frank Ragnow back on injured reserve retired, whatever it is. Man, oh man, woo-wee, it is cooked. We cooked in the building. All right, so shout out with the super chat. Says, we got Steve with the super chat. Says, the season is over, fam. Been that way since game one. Need a new OC and Brad's draft picks. Better knock it out the park. Come on, dog. Come on, Doc. You already know how that's going to go. You already know how Bradley Mathias is going to do it. You know how Cornelius is going to do it. You know what he going to. With the 96th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, bro. This season is shake and bake Ricky Bobby. Waiting for all the bandwagon Lions fans to tell us all we need is grit and trust the process. Man, oh man. All right, crash out might be loading, y'all. A crash out might be loading. Shout out to Joe Cortez. I appreciate you, big dog. Listen, we are 15 subscribers away from 32,000 subscribers. Hit that subscribe button. Hopefully, it's a subscriber only. So y'all remember way back in 2024 when we drafted Terrion Arnold. And what was I saying to y'all? I said, dog, like, we need a pass rush, right? Yeah, Brad got to trade a pass. He got a draft for a pass rusher in the second round. And then what happened? We take Ennis. And then on top of that, so now the first round pick and the second round pick from the same draft is done. They done, bro. Terrion, I mean, real talk, truth be told, he should have been on there earlier this season. He should have been in there way back in the beginning of the season, bro. This is crazy. This is crazy. And ladies and gentlemen, this is why I preach to you. You take advantage of the opportunity put before you. In 2023, it was at our fingertips and we blew it. And And now we have to deal with this. So now we need a Meek Robinson to step up there. Oh, and the Lions they done made some moves today. We signed Isaac Tesla's a college teammate, okay? Andrew Armstrong. We signed him. We actually we claimed a tight end off waivers. At this point, why not get Adam Thielen? If he's available, get him. Who cares? Who cares, bro? Like, the season is not over, but it sure feel like it, don't it? It sure feel like it. This is, man, what a busted situation that we are in. Shout out to the new member, Joe. I shouted you out already. Steve with a super chat says, Terrion Arnold out means we draft his replacement. What a nightmare. What a nightmare, bro. And check this out. I did a video earlier today on Syndicate Sports Detroit. Make sure y'all subscribe to that channel. we're going to look, since we're going to look at the free agency pickups and the draft pickups that Brad Holmes has made with the D-line. You see what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? You put all of this, you put all these resources into the secondary, and they still drop in like flies. Done. Terrion, done. Ennis, non-factor. Kirby, working on it. He out there today. This is crazy, bro. This is a nightmare. Now, listen, the season is not over. But how many times is attrition? So is Brad Holmes going to get a pass this year? And Lions fans on Twitter are so dumb. Do we read anymore? Do y'all read? Or you know what? Better yet, do you listen to the video? Because a lot of people like to comment before they even listen to the video. On Twitter, they super dumb on Twitter. They don't even read. They don't even read. I got a tweet with 122,000 views, and it's being retweeted 30 times because people don't read. What up, man? What's up, everybody? Terrion made our defense regression from a little while. Hold on, let me see who this is. Mike, are you a Bears fan, bro? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm not sure what kind of fan you are, bro, but we in the troll toll territory. You see why I got the troll toll? Because y'all this don't even involve you, bro. This don't involve you. Nobody invited you here, so be gone or pay me my money. It's one of the two. So anybody else that's not a fan of the Detroit Lions, you come in here respectful or you pay me my money. That's it. That's it. It better be a super thanks. All you got to do is super chat. It's a little dollar sign at the bottom right, okay? If you on your PC, it's at the bottom of the chat. If you're on your phone, it's at the bottom of the chat. I want my money. What up, Daniel? What up, man? What up, man? Pistons game about to start. Absolutely. We going to be off by the end because I'm watching these Pistons. And then I'm watching Monday Night Football. But what a nightmare. What a nightmare. So if you are not aware of this, Steve says, is TA being out even a downgrade? You know what, bro? I say, why not? Because who out there now? You got Amik. If Amik have to come in for somebody else, then who else is out there? Khalil Dorsey? Like, come on, bro. But I'm going to tell you how bad it was today. Let me show you who the Lions worked out. So, first of all, let me bring this in. Let me move this over here so you guys can see. If you super chat, I will read them immediately because they tend to disappear before, when I get to talking and everything. All right. Man, oh man, this is crazy. This is crazy. So let me show you what's happening today. All right. So the Lions have decided this happened a couple hours ago. They released an offensive lineman. He's been on and off the team, and they signed to the practice squad wide receiver Andrew Armstrong. Now he was playing the same with Isaac Tesla at Arkansas. So he is Isaac Tesla's teammate. He played on the same team. Right now, this dude is on the practice squad. Other moves that the Detroit Lions have made. Let me see, because I did bookmark them. Okay, check this out, bro. This is crazy. So the Lions decided, and I don't think we're going to see any of these guys, we decided to work out wide receiver Russell Gage, Michael Pruitt, Giovanni Ricci, we signed him yesterday. Jabari Small, we signed him yesterday. And C.J. Uzama, bro. He played for the Jets and the Cincinnati Bengals. I didn't even know he was still in the league, bro. We are in 125% attrition mode. I'm going to tell you what. We're going to enjoy the rest of the season, right? Brian says, Brad's on the phone with Cam Sutton. Yeah, so Whiteside was cut. He did clear waivers. He is not back on the Detroit Lions. So it is true that Craig Reynolds is a New England Patriot. It is also true that Whiteside he cleared waivers as well. You take advantage of the opportunity you have. You know who says Odell Beckham Jr. come on down to the Lions. Why not? Why not? Any Lions fan out there that's Odell Beckham, he's a cancer to the team. What are we talking about, bro? We trying to win Super Bowls. You are not going to get any better. We need Jameson Williams is now number one. We need all the help we can get. But listen, I feel like, and I don't want to do this is the first time in a very long time, man, in 2.5 years, almost 3 seasons now, that we have been, my mind is going toward the offseason. That's what, and not in a draft sense, not in a free agency sense. I am ready to hear Brad Holmes. I want to hear what he has to say. I cannot wait to the season-ending press conference. I cannot wait, bro. I cannot wait to hear what this man got to say. I can't wait. We should try to get Adam Thielen. Absolutely. Absolutely. He wanted to get out of the Minnesota Vikings. Hey, real talk, you know who going to want to go in about a year? Justin Jefferson. We ain't going to be able to get him, but somebody going to trade for him. Where would you like to see Justin Jefferson to go? Justin going to want to get out of there. They ain't been the same since Kirk left. He ready to go, bro. He's sitting on the bench all by himself. He ready to go. Ahmed is on the team. What does that mean? Ahmed is on the practice squad, bro. What does that mean? What does that even mean? Can we get the guy from Polk High School who scored 4 TDs in one game? How did he get injured? I don't know. I have no idea. If you ask me, it's from earlier this year. Remember when he went down and we thought he was going to miss some time? He was going to be out a while. It was the shoulder. So I think it's the same shoulder. Justin on the Patriots or Falcons. Lions signed Will Ferrell to the active roster. That's hilarious. What happened to Arnold? I guess he got injured. I would want to see Justin Jefferson go to the Titans if you wouldn't get to the Lions. Cam Ward needs his help. Watch the Chiefs pick up Justin Jefferson next year. Yeah, he gonna want to get out of there. What happened to Terrion? He got hurt. Odell Beckham is not good enough to upgrade our team. He's just going to put more pressure on the Lions with the media and diva attitude. Okay, Lions, that's fine. What's up, Hoodie? With the super chat says our medical staff needs to be changed. Our medical staff needs to be changed to cause. No wonder MCDC been looking so defeated. Absolutely. I'm going to go on IR as well at this point. Jacob, you stupid, bro. If we lost to the Cowboys, we got to tank. Lions, what up, Lions Talk? Says Lions will say we're good to fire the training staff. Remember everyone saying we're ahead of schedule. Yeah, y'all remember them days. Rob says Brad need to stop being arrogant. The medical staff in Detroit sucks. What up, man? What's up, Robert? Smokey with the super chat says Brad Holmes should be forced to address the media at this point. There's too many questions that need answering. Smokey, that's facts, bro. That's facts. But he's not going to do that. We're going to see him at the end of the season when now there's nothing left. So I'm going to tell you, like I said before, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm doing my prediction tomorrow. My prediction is going to be that the Lions lose. Only because they beat one team over 500. And that was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I don't believe in them, man. I think the Lions dropped 3 in a row. I think they dropped 3 in a row. I don't believe, and you know why? It's not even the team per se, man. I'm at the point now. Let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb, man. I'm at the point now where it is like, is the team, the play calling is suspect, even with Dan Campbell. The defense, we can create all the pressures in the world. We can't get to the quarterback. Though, if that doesn't change, we're not going to win games. So CeeDee Lamb, so we're down Terrion Arnold on a week that we got CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. Which one goes to who? Who do you put Amik on? Who do you put DJ Reed on? Lions fan 6769 in the building says, I feel like we need to trade TA. Been such a failure, but what is he worth? That's a good question. I'm going to say 5th round pick. 5th round pick. Easy. Steve with another super chat says, Brad gonna dodge. Hold on. Brad gonna dodge and weave the media this offseason. You know who I want to see this offseason? Cordell says, Rock Ya-Sin. You know who I want to see? Forget Brad Holmes. I want to see Brad Holmes. I want to see Sheila. Oh, Sheila, will you come and talk to the media? I want to see Sheila, bro. I want to see Sheila. We need another pick-me-up. We need another spotting from our general manager, or I'm sorry, our owner, to be like, I believe in this team. What up? We got another super chat, 499 Marcus Crenshaw in the building. Says, Brad the villain to his own squad. Maybe. I like that. Positional value villain. They're always having fun in that locker room when they're about to be eliminated from the playoffs. When games mean nothing, attitude changes. Terrion has been hurt the last few weeks. I'm not surprised. If you think Rock suck, you're not a fan. What are you talking about, bro? What are we talking about? Rock, you're seeing his eye. Yo, Derek, do you think the Lions are still going to make the playoffs? I don't know, sir. I don't know. We're going to find a lot in the next 72 hours. A win here. Check this out. And I said this on my other channel. Make sure y'all subscribe, man. Syndicate Sports Detroit. We live every day over there. I said on my other channel, do you understand? With a win, a Dallas Cowboy win, meaning a Detroit Lions win on Thursday, do you know that the Detroit Lions are still not in the playoffs? There is nothing that they can do there's nothing that can be done to put them in the playoffs after week 14. Let that sink in. While you guys were saying we can lose Kansas City Chiefs. While you guys were saying we can afford to lose a game. Do you remember? I remember that. While you guys were saying it's okay, it's in the AFC, we can afford to lose it. Now, all of those games are coming back to haunt us. This team is not the same. And I blame one man in a world where one man can't pull his head out of his own behind. Brad Holmes is the most interesting man in the world. That's where we are. That's where we are. Brad Holmes is his worst enemy. Absolutely. We got another super chat from Lions fan. Says, we could win out. Yes, we could, Lions fan. Do you really believe that? Do you believe that the Lions are going to win out? Don't be on the Kool-Aid, man. Don't spike the Kool-Aid. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. Do you think the Lions are going to go 5-0 and wind up 12-5? If you do, that's fine. If you do, that's fine. Who owes you an apology, Tony? We could win out. What up, Tony? Says, tried to tell us we didn't know ball. That's because they were drinking the bath water, bro. Listen, I almost put a product on the store. It was going to be a jar that said Brad Holmes bath water, and I was just going to sell the jar. You can put whatever you want in it. I started to put that on a mug, actually. Brad Holmes bath water. I was going to have AI like put him in a bubble bath or something, because Tony's referring to the fact that we're telling you what's wrong in the offseason, and Brad is like, he doesn't care. But that's what I'm saying. He's showing you over and over he doesn't care. I am not worried. Rams, I'm more concerned. We can, but it will be very hard. What up, TM? Okay, so TM says Kirby Joseph. Okay, so the what happened with Kirby Joseph, according to Detroit Sports Podcast, Kirby Joseph he said he needed to lock in. So he deleted, he just lied. He wants to lock in. And I appreciate that. I really do. It shut down his Twitter account. Because he was very active on social media. He really was. He said he needed to lock in. He is back at practice today. And I'm not saying that the Detroit Lions cannot go on a run. We saw the Carolina Panthers beat the LA Rams. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that this team, they're not cohesive right now. They don't have time to get it together. That time was in the early parts of the season. At this point, the 7th seed they don't even play this. So again, let me go back. The Detroit Lions, no matter what the outcome is of the game on Thursday, no matter what the outcome is of every other game in the NFL week 14, the Detroit Lions, for now, the 4th consecutive week, will be out of the playoffs. Here's a scenario that could unfold. Let me show you. And this is why that I stay on Brad Holmes. When teams are getting better around you, you have to evolve. And we talked about this yesterday. You got to be able to evolve. And he wants to stay in the Stone Age and build the mystery men up. It's time for the mystery men. It's time to move on. I'm dead serious. It's time to move on. It's time. Enough with the mystery man. For depth is great. There should not be a single starter that's a mystery man. Not a single one. We should have studs across the board, period. Enough with the Davenports, enough with the Mohammeds, enough with the mystery man starters, bro. It's time to get talent on this team. All right. So let me show you why that this, it's crazy how so much content is out today. I can't even make a video about it. Justin with the super chat, 199, says, I never liked hearing TA tell us he was a star. How you gonna be a star, bro, and you ain't played in the NFL? That's crazy. That's crazy. The NFL is a different beast. All right, so let me show you something. So on Wednesday, we officially start week 14. This is the number 1 seed by way of a Carolina Panther victory over the LA Rams. The Bears were propelled to the number 1 seed. They didn't even have to do well. They won. They won their game. They took care of business. Now it's the Bears. The Rams, they lost to the Carolina Panthers. They dropped to 2. The Eagles dropped all the way down to 3. The Buccaneers, this seed right here will either be Bucks or Carolina Panthers. It's going to be one or the other. We got a super chat from Rapara, $4.99, says, who is the Lions strength and conditioning coach? They need to be fired. No other team goes through this many injuries every season. I think we fired a guy, a couple years ago. His name was Harold something. Right here, the Seattle Seahawks, okay? 5th seed. The Green Bay Packers, who swept us, the 6th seed. The San Francisco 49ers, 9-4, who are the 7th seed. They are off this week. Check this out. Go down to the 8th seed. The Detroit Lions are 7-5. No matter what happens, they will not move from 8. They cannot go up because if the Packers lose, worst the Packers will be is 8-4-1. That's still better than 7-5. Who else? The Bears, if they lose, doesn't matter. The Bears are now 9-4. That's better than 7-5. Okay? So right now, the Lions, with a win on Thursday, are not in the playoffs with 4 games remaining. Now, what will happen is with a win by the Dallas Cowboys, they will leapfrog the Detroit Lions. They will be 7-5-1. The Lions will be 7-6. Now, here's the kicker. Here is the absolute kicker. The Carolina Panthers are sitting at 7-6. Right now, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are sitting at 7-5. Okay? If the Carolina Panthers, who are off this week, if the right set of tiebreakers make this happen, the Carolina Panthers will jump the Detroit Lions, where they both sit at 7-6. It will be the Dallas Cowboys, the Carolina Panthers, and the Detroit Lions. Here's another thing, too, that you guys probably didn't peep. I'm going to show you something at the bottom. You tell me what you see in the NFC side. Teams eliminated from playoff contention. The Giants, the Saints, and the Arizona Cardinals. What do you see about those teams? What's the difference? Arizona Cardinals, NFC West. New Orleans Saints, NFC South. New York Giants, NFC East. The NFC North is the only division in the NFC that all 4 teams are still alive in playoff contention. Here's what's going to happen. There are going to be 3 teams from the West. There are going to be 2 teams from the North, 1 from the South, 1 from the East. That's what's going to happen. There is a possibility that the Packers and the Bears, one of them could fall out. As a matter of fact, they play each other. This is a tough situation for the Detroit Lions to be in. It really is. Titans going to be out, and Raiders. The Raiders are already eliminated. They're already done. They got cooked yesterday. Yep. They are, and I just love the fact that Max Crosby is over there. So Titans, the 5 teams eliminated from playoff contention are Raiders, Titans, Giants, Saints, and Cardinals. Bears going to collapse. Did you watch John Morton's press conference? No, I did not. I'm gonna be real with you. I should, but I don't watch the coordinators. They're boring to me. Calvin Shepard, he's interesting. Johnny Morton, I only watch him when I need to. I don't care. Reed got to go. I'd rather have Millette and Whiteside. Yep, Bears are going to collapse. You know y'all been saying that, right? You know you've been saying that and the Bears have went 9-1. So and let's be real. The worst that the Bears could be is 9-8. Like 9-8. That's if we wouldn't have beat them in week 2, we would all probably be almost out. Like we probably couldn't afford to lose one game. All right, we're going to wrap the show up in a couple minutes. Pistons play at 7. Steve with the super chat, $5, says, do you think the noise is getting to Coach? He looks worn down. Steve, yes, I do. I want you to do me a favor. Type in Syndicate Sports Detroit in your search bar. I did a live stream, Spike Kool-Aid today. We go over the whole press conference, bro. All of that's there. I couldn't do it last night, so I did it over there this morning. So go check that out over there in your free time. We break down the whole 13-minute press conference. I really think Dallas and Philly both make the playoffs. I don't know, Aztec. I don't know, man, because Dallas would have to be better than the NFC North teams. And if they beat us, that's going to go a long way. Wait, so if we win and the Packers lose, they'll still be over because 8-4-1 is better than 8-5 or the other way around. Okay, so here's the deal. Yes, you are correct. 8-4-1 is better than 8-5 because you have less losses. A tie is stupid, bro. They need to get rid of it. It's like a half win and a half loss. On top of that, the Green Bay Packers swept us. So we got two things working against us. In order for us to get to be ahead of them, we need a better record. That's the only way we jump the Packers because they swept us. So if they end at 10-6-1 and we end at 10-7, they'll get in regardless because they swept us. So in order to jump the Packers, we must have a better record than them. That's the only way we get in. TM says Bears had an easy schedule. I mean, so do we. So did we. Broncos and Ravens will take care of the Packers for us. You know what? Y'all keep saying that, bro. Y'all keep saying that, and the same results keep happening. Y'all gonna run out of time to say that. I'm just saying. I'm just letting you know. So what? We swept the entire division, and 3 teams made it. We are right. Wait, Southwest. What are you talking about, bro? What do you mean we swept the entire division? What are we talking about? Oh, you mean last year? Last year, the NFC North was 3 teams. Right? He's talking about last year. I ain't missing Tim Patrick. I bet you Dan is too. I'm telling you, mark my words, they just need to lose 2 to the Packers. Okay, T. I mean, if the Bears drop 2 to the Packers. So let's say the Bears drop 2 to the Packers. So now they're 9-5. We still need to win games. Like I think that's what everybody is kind of undervaluing. The Detroit Lions, they don't have time because they need help. They need help. So the Minnesota Vikings are not going to make the playoffs. The Dallas Cowboys, the Pittsburgh Steelers, the LA Rams, and the Chicago Bears are all, we need to win all those games. We need to win all of them. Letting Tim Patrick go was malpractice. Absolutely it was. I wonder if the turf, what? At least the Lions won't get too comfortable this year. They've got to grind all the way to the Super Bowl. Let's see if they want it. Yeah, Brad needs to be investigated for letting Tim Patrick go. That's what happens when you're the smartest man in the room, man. That's what happens. So again, y'all, I wanted to get on because it was a lot to cover. I didn't have time. Maybe I'll make a video later today on the stuff because I really like when I bring in the draft prospect information. So I had made a video on Andrew Armstrong. I made a video on him, and the entire video was recorded in the monster voice. So I always listen to my videos before I release them to make sure that, I didn't miss anything or stuff like that. And I go to play it back, and the whole thing is in like this deep monster voice. It's a sound effect that's on my soundboard. I could not believe it. So I didn't feel like re-recording it. But the Detroit Lions, I will say this. Let's end the show on a positive note, because we gonna have a very explosive, electrifying offseason. I'm a candidate. I love remaining in the season. The season is just too quick. Somebody in the comment section just mentioned how fast it's going past. The season is 4 months. If you include the postseason and the preseason, it's 6. If your team blows like the Tennessee Titans, it's over in week 4, right? I want to stay not positive. I want to stay realistic, but I do realize that we're still in the season. The problem that I have that's hurting me and hindering me from doing that is the fact that when you try to do that and you look at what this team is up against, you think about the fact that Brad had a chance to make it better, and he didn't go as far as he should have. So now when you see the things that's coming back to haunt us, I don't know if you guys knew this, but the Detroit Lions, put it in the comment section. Where do you think the Detroit Lions rank in sacks today? Without looking, without cheating, where do you think the Lions rank in sacks today heading into Monday Night Football? So it's not about me being positive. It's about me being realistic. I like to be in the season, but I also have to admit that what the truth of the matter is. All right, 15, 11, 15, 12, 20. The Lions currently are 10th. They are in 10th place. Just 4 weeks ago, we were number 2. Number 2. We are number 10 now. My prediction is that by the end of the 2025 season, the Detroit Lions will be bottom 15 or bottom 20 starting. And that collapse should be studied. You take away the 7 that we got on Lamar Jackson, we're probably bottom. We're probably, you know what? Let's see. Let me see. And then we'll wrap the show. But what I was saying was, it's not about being negative or positive. It's about staying in the season. And it's difficult to do that because of the fact that you're like, this team has to be flawless. We got to beat the Cowboys. Their offense is no joke. They made a move at the trade deadline. They made a move. They got rid of a stud, got another one. Their defense has gotten better. Their offense is clicking. So they're not the team that they were when they lost to the Bears in week 3. They're not that team. Just like the Bears are not that team when they lost to us in week 2. And that's a problem. And so that's what makes it hard to not like go forward and think about and have the joy sucked out of you for the remainder of the season, because the offensive play calling is dreaded. Our number 1 wide receiver is gone, right? He's out indefinite. We lost our second-year cornerback. The pass rush sucks. Like all of that, it's hard to be excited because even if they somehow make their way into the playoffs, they got to be flawless. I mean, the NFC is a gauntlet, bro. It's the Rams, the Seattle Seahawks, and we just gonna grit our way all the way to the Super Bowl. Because I'm going to tell you what, if that does happen, if we do get into the playoffs, the only way we win it is grit, like 100%. It ain't going to be talent. It's not going to be talent. The Rams are more talented than us. Like, there's a lot of teams in the NFC that have better talent than we do. And the grit mantra, to me, is over. It's over. It's time to get talent on this team. And now, all right, so the Denver Broncos sit at the top at 51. Let's do this. We'll wrap up the show. Pistons play in 5 minutes. Shout out to the Pistons, man, for getting me back into basketball. Here's where the Lions sit. Right now, I want you guys to embrace this. I want you to embrace this, man, because y'all was yelling at me for the pass rush when we was all the way up here. All the way up here. The Atlanta Falcons invested in their pass rush this offseason. Do you know that this team had the worst pass rushing? They had the least amount of sacks in 2024. They had Matthew Judon, a couple other folks. They traded for him, and they still were at the bottom. This is where we were. All right? Look at Myles Garrett single-handedly with 19 sacks. Got the Cleveland Browns in second place. This is now us. 10th place with 32. If you took away, let's say we didn't sack Lamar 7 times, and we subtract the 7, that puts us at 25. We would be down here. Now let's just say, okay, let's just we sacked Lamar twice and we sacked Baker instead of 4 times, or no, Caleb. We sacked who is it that we sacked 4 times? Was it Caleb or was it Flacco? We would be all the way down here. The Cincinnati Bengals sitting at 18, Trey Hendrickson got, what, 5 of them, and he been out for the last month. I don't think he wants to play anymore. I don't think he want to be there anymore. So he milking that hip injury. So it is very tough to be excited when you all can all but predict the outcome. Because I don't know about you, but getting to the playoffs is great. If you're going to get eliminated in the first round, there's no point. For me, it's Super Bowl or bust. Like, that's where we are. We're there. Am I going anywhere? No. Am I going to watch the games? Yeah. But that's where we are. And it's hard to be excited about a potential run when our team is not. I just don't know if we have what it takes. I don't. We cannot get to the quarterback. And now I hear Calvin Shepard saying that's unacceptable. Now they're talking about rushing like Brian Branch on the blitz. I'm like, oh, Lord Jesus. We don't have we need him back. The point is not to have to rush your secondary players. And Brad Holmes, the GOAT, the God, the man among boys, he does not seem to understand that. And it's frustrating. Anyway, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. But Terrion Arnold, done for the season. That's funny. He comes back. Davenport comes back. He goes, be ready for 2026. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. I want to hear what Sheila has to say. Anyway, appreciate you guys. It was too much to make a video. I would have had to make a billion videos, so we did it this way. I will see you guys tomorrow, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to Syndicate Sports Detroit. And let me see, did we hit a number? Did we hit 32,000 yet? I don't think we did, but we will. We will. We are close. We are 10 subscribers away from 32,000. We'll hit it tomorrow. Appreciate you guys. Go Lions. Go Pistons.